I'm Kevin Gaskell, and it's just a few days before the launch of my new book, Catching Giants. I've been reading bits of the book over the past few weeks, and this is the last look behind the scenes before you can actually get your own copy. To set the scene, 5 of us were in an 8-metre long rowing boat, aiming to complete the Talisker Whisky Atlantic Challenge. Now, this is a rowing race across the Atlantic from Spain to the Caribbean, 3,000 miles. On our first night, we were caught in a massive storm, which hammered us, absolutely hammered the crew, and snapped 2 of our carbon fibre oars. Now, the storm was a reminder of the power of the ocean and how little we could actually do to combat it. The result of our brief battle with the sea, we'd probably say, was a score draw. We'd been physically knocked about and frankly had felt more than a bit afraid. But there'd been no panic. We'd dealt with the situation, we learned from it. We'd come through it, and we were now more determined than ever to continue and race absolutely to the best of our ability. We reset our planning, considering how best to manage our boat, recognising that the remaining oars were pretty precious. We couldn't afford to lose another oar or any other equipment. We were back to our rowing schedule, and we took back control of our world as far as we could. Now, we'd expected that the other rowers would be our competitive focus, but the progress of the other boats soon became kind of a 1-minute update in our daily weather routing call. In 250 million square kilometres of ocean, with many, many weather systems and up to 1,000 kilometres between us and the other rowers, we couldn't focus on what we were doing. In truth, we appreciated that our key competitor, which was also our most dangerous one, was the ocean. So while we felt we faced some of the worst that this competitor can throw at us, we had learned from the experience. We knew we were going to need to find out a lot more. The speed at which the storm descended on us had frankly caught us by surprise. But dealing with a storm was a small win. And we expected more storms and more challenges. And it's always difficult to predict how quickly or in what way your competition will change its approach. We were learning to watch the ocean and react to the rapid changes in the sea state that we saw. The expectation before we started the race was that the big waves would be our biggest challenge. But unless there's a raging storm, the Atlantic Ocean typically doesn't have big waves. What it does have is huge swells. And these are long, slow troughs of water, which when the wind is blowing are capped by white caps, and there's nothing that you can do to prepare for the sheer scale of this water around you. They are immense, and some days just crossing them was plain scary. Sitting in our little rowing boat, Lady Jane, was like sitting in a bathtub on the centre spot of Manchester United Old Trafford football pitch, looking up at the stadium all around you. But you weren't surrounded by seats and terraces, you were surrounded by billions of tons of water. It was pretty scary. Now, while it was very intimidating, our boat had been designed to do exactly what we expected of her. And as the swells came, Lady Jane would go up, rise over the surge of water, and settle down on the other side. And it felt like a massive invisible hand was just lifting us towards the sky and then lowering us into a valley on the other side of the mountain. It was really like rowing a roller coaster. Now, that was just the first storm we encountered. There were many more, and if you want to know about them, read the book. We've got a special offer for launch day on the 28th of April, and I'd like you to be part of that. All you have to do is register with the link below. So if you've enjoyed this small part of the story and how it could excite you, perhaps to row an ocean, or go and build a great company, because the book is full of exciting tips and hints and ideas about how to build a great business, then please click on the link and enjoy the book.